There we go. Is he recording now?
Yeah. Hi, this is Chris, the Midnight Maker, and we are at the secret lair of the Samurai Carpenter. And Jesse was nice enough to have us out to his place.
Hello.
And so we just had a couple of quick questions, and then we'll let him get on with his weekend. But Jesse, as we look at the stuff that you build, the level of detail and the level of patience and the level of craftsmanship is just really mind-blowing. Where did you learn these skills, and how did you learn this patience to create such great pieces of work?
I would have to say there's no one place in particular, but I think I was lucky enough to grow up on Vancouver Island, which is just a very beautiful, naturally beautiful, wild place. And in Victoria, the architecture is beautiful. There's a lot of history and beautiful buildings, and so just being immersed in that, not even really knowing growing up, I kind of developed just an appreciation for building and nature and just all the beauty that you see around you. And then my dad was in the trades when I was young, and he kind of taught me just a lot about work ethic. And he was never really into fine woodworking or anything like that, but he taught me how to work hard. And then I got into construction and didn't really like the trade that much at all, because everything was just so, fast paced, bang it out, get it done kind of a thing. There wasn't any pride that I could really tangibly see in people's work. And so I thought, I got to get out of this trade. And then randomly, I was at a buddy's house and he had a timber framing magazine. And I was just leafing through it, and I thought, man, look at these houses. They're like giant pieces of furniture, they're all built with joinery. And so that kind of just was like the spark for me, where I was like, if I can learn how to do timber framing, I could actually enjoy doing carpentry for the rest of my life.
Right.
Stick framing and nailing stuff together, it was not rewarding work at all. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. So that kind of started it for me. And so I just got online. I started researching and ordering books off Amazon and just absorbing as much information as I could, just teaching myself about the craft, through Ted Benson's books and, all these revival timber framer guys out east. And then I took a course probably back in 2007 through the Timber Framers Guild. And that was a fun course on Japanese woodworking. So that kind of got me sparked into Japanese timber framing. And it's just kind of all gone up for there. And through that, I've kind of developed my own hybrid style of kind of Asian influence mixed with the craftsman and North American styles of woodworking. And I have my own genre. I call it new craftsman style.
Nice.
So that's a lot of my work.
Your scarf joint video is pretty epic, the way it just disappears like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there'll be a slideshow of Jesse's really nice craftsmanship at the end of this video. But Jesse, do you have any advice for someone like myself who is starting out on this kind of path, on trying to make a living out of what you love to do and showcasing your craftsmanship on YouTube and the other social media outlets?
Yeah, I would say that's pretty critical. I've kind of been on the fence, just building to pay the bills and doing construction and finishing carpentry. And then now I've started my YouTube channel, and that's starting to take off and supplement my income. So that's kind of where I'm trying to move to full time, is into making videos and tutorials and showing people how to do what I do through my YouTube channel. And I think that can be a full-time job, hopefully for me, within the next year or two. But right now I still have to do construction and just build whatever people tell me to, right? Because they're paying me to. And so it is very hard to kind of, I've had a lot of trouble with, getting people to want to build all these amazing things that I know how to build.
Right.
And so in that, I can't really offer a lot of advice, because everybody's on a budget, and they'd love to do it, but they just can't. Most people can't afford to do that kind of work. So if you do want to do that kind of work, and I know a lot of you do, my advice to you would be to start a YouTube channel. Because if you start to get traction doing that and just documenting the progress of you learning how to do it and building projects, you'll develop a following like I have, and eventually YouTube will start paying you, and who knows where it can go, right? I'm still kind of, my channel's really young and I've only been at it for 6 months, but my subscribers are starting to go really quickly now, and
That's impressive.
and I'm starting to make some money off of it, and who knows where it's going to go with my website and all these sorts of things. Um, you kind of have to blend the old world passion of woodworking with the new world internet marketing and
Right.
selling online, because you're going to have a hard time finding a market just where you live for the kind of work that you want to do. Whereas if you're online, your market is the world, and you'll find a lot more people that'll be willing to invest and buy some of your plans or whatever, and you'll have a lot better chance of making a good living at it.
Excellent. Yeah. So check out samuraicarpenter.com. Jesse's got plans there. He's got links to buy some of his epic tools. And you can always obviously check me out at midnight-maker.com. So, Jesse, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah,
And
I'm glad you came out. Thanks for tracking me down, and
yeah, it was
putting
really
this
super
together.
generous. So, anyway, we'll see. Start YouTube channel check. Win lottery. We're still working on that one. So, Midnight Maker and Samurai Carpenter out.
Samurai out.